Welcome back, everybody. All right, so you'll notice that if you add in any other H1 tags, so if I go here and I type in H1, all right, and I type in, fun, it will go ahead and it will add that in there. All right, I'll go /H1, and what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this font size here so we can see everything. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. So we got anything that's H1, and if we added another paragraph tag, we can say, well, fun as well. And we'll go /P, and you'll see that the paragraph tag it works out like that. And if I added another paragraph tag, you can see that all of the style points affect that specific style tag. Now, what happens if you want to, let's say, have the second header one to have a different format than what you want so you want this header one to have a different format. Well, there's one thing you need to do is you can give this an ID. Okay, so much like the style property, you can give this an ID, and we're going to call this different. Okay, and so what this is we're going to format this H1 differently. And how do we do that? Well, we can just type in the hashtag or number sign, whatever you want to call it, and all you have to type in is different. Okay, and make sure you spell it correctly, because I spell things incorrectly all the time, and a lot of programmers do that. So again, you do need the curly braces here, and if you want this to be different, and again, H1, the ID tag is different, we can do something. For example, let's change the background color, and we'll give it maroon. Okay, and you can see that this one becomes maroon. Okay, now let's just go over how this works. So when you add something in CSS, it will apply it to every single style tag. So all the H1 tags throughout the entire document are going to be the same format. Again, with a paragraph tag or any other tag, by the way, you can add tables, unordered lists, whatever tag you want, will always be that style, unless you change it. In this case, if you want to change it, you have to change it to a different ID. Now, usually the word different is not the ID you want to use. You want to say, second header. And you'll notice how I capitalize the second word. That just makes it look a little bit better. Most programming languages, you do that. But if you go ahead and paste that in here, you can see that the second header works. So the way it works is that if you reference something specifically, in this case, I'm referencing second header to do something different than the regular H1 tag. So this supersedes this, meaning that if you add in something to a specific ID, it will override anything that you put in here. Okay, and so that's essentially how it works. Now you can have 100 IDs if you really want to. In fact, a lot as your programs get bigger, you have to add in more text. So by adding in that ID, what ends up happening is you can customize whatever you want. And so if you wanted to do it for, let's say, this paragraph here, so let's just do this here. We'll give equals, and we'll say second paragraph. Just like this. Now, one tip I like to do is I like to copy whatever's in there, and then again you put the number sign, second paragraph. There we go. And let's give it something like font family Arial. Okay, and there you go. And then font size, you can add anything you want here. 30 pixels. Yeah, there we go. You can see that it's now 30 pixels. But you notice that the original one is unaffected. Okay, and so that's how you add in an ID. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.